The laboratory you're about to enter is infamous for its history. For years, Dr. Stroman has been experimenting with adding consciousness to dummies in the name of science. Stroman has encountered many partially successful cases. Some dummies were suddenly able to talk. Others managed to solve extremely hard problems, and there are even some that showed human-like behavior. Sadly, there's a downside to all these cases. Some less harmful cases like stuttering, but also schizophrenia, borderline personality disorder, and even cases of self-harm. The most important thing to know is that these dummies had to learn themselves how to reach their target, just like how we taught ourselves how to walk as a baby. They control their movement by leaning their body in the direction they want to go without reaching the point of falling. It's a constant shift of balance and a continuous struggle to stay upright. Good evening, and welcome to Stroman's Laboratory. Here we research and experiment with all kinds of crazy things. For our next experiment, we need a victim to try our latest transplantation techniques on. Let's pick one of the available participants in order to start the experiment.
Bringing dummy 44 up to the test area.
Oh wow, that wasn't supposed to happen. How did you even do that? Quick, they haven't figured it out yet. You should flee before they come after you. There should be a way up here somewhere. Start moving. Now I know why they call dummies dummies. Practice doesn't sound like such a bad idea for this next obstacle. Maybe you should try it with a run. The laboratory began as a small dorm room where Stroman started conducting a nuclear test. He noticed this had a strange side effect on dummies, which ultimately led to the creation of an artificial form of consciousness. Quite a genius, this man. You might want to be careful here. That looks pretty difficult to me. I thought this only happens to babies. The center of gravity, abbreviated COG, of the human body is a hypothetical point around which the force of gravity appears to act. It is the precise point at which the combined mass of the body appears to be concentrated. I thought this only happens to babies. That's not a part of walking. Practice doesn't sound like such a bad idea for this next obstacle. Have you ever tried Control Alt plus F4? Now we're talking. I think you just crossed a checkpoint. The terrain around the facility has always fascinated me. The locals say they used to conduct nuclear tests in this area. You can actually still see the remains of those. Hideous creatures not known to man will sometimes appear in the woods, and be careful when that happens because they'll bite your butt off. You might want to be careful here. That looks difficult to me. Nuclear science is really a great achievement by humankind. It's just a shame it's being misused so often by people who are looking to make the most out of it. They construct things like power plants, while it's just as easy to make a weapon out of it. I don't mean anything bad by this, it's just science. You probably guessed it by my accent, but I grew up in the hills of Lindbergh. I've never seen actual mountain ranges in my life. Impressive rock formations, snowy hilltops, and a back-breaking climb to reach a seemingly unreachable peak. And after all that, you have to go down again as well. Now that I think of it, I'm glad I never experienced it. Many have walked this path before you. Dummy 2, Dummy 23, Dummy 12, Dummy 33, Dummy 15, and Dummy 7. Dummy 16 wanted to, but he was just too scared of the road ahead. Dummy 8 is still going. Nobody ever reached the summit though, and frankly your chances of success are just as slim as the others. Now I know why they call dummies dummies. Now I know why they call dummies dummies. That looked like it hurt. Good thing you don't have a nervous system. You've got winners and you've got you.